Hungry ghosts. Ever heard of them? Comes from Buddhist, cosmology, lore. You can see a lot of paintings, old paintings, old and new. There are 6 realms well, I know at least Mahayana Buddhism. The old school is called Hinayana, although they don't like that term. They like to use the term Theravada because Hinayana is kind of diminutive, means small vehicle. Mahayana means great vehicle. The original Buddhism was Theravada, which is still practiced largely in Sri Lanka, India, certain parts of Southeast Asia. And later, as it moved up into, through China, up into East and Northeast Asia, it became Mahayana. And then, of course, up in Tibet and those parts, Vajrayana. And it became more and more complex and intricate, and some might say interesting as it developed. Anyway, there are 6 realms. Let's see if I can remember them all. There's the hell realms, and there's the animal realm, the human realm, the realm of the hungry ghosts, the realm of the, I think they're called the asuras, the kind of the what are the asuras? They're like gods that are consumed by ambition, and they're always warring and fighting. And then I think the devas, they're like the blissed out, godlike beings. But none of these are immortal. And through many kalpas, one can cycle through all these different realms, around and around and around the endless ocean of samsara, caught up in the illusion of Mara. So even the devas, I should make sure I have my terminology right. Even the most blissed out godlike beings are doomed to cycle back down unless they escape the wheel. Escape might not be the best word. Let's see, what are the 6 realms of Buddhism? Here's that word samsara. Okay, God realm Deva, demigod realm Asura. So I didn't lay them out in proper order. So God realm Deva, beings in this realm live in splendor and happiness, but are often oblivious to the suffering of others. They can be reborn in other realms due to their lack of wisdom and compassion. Demigod realm Asura. These beings are characterized by fierce envy and aggression, always striving to rise in power and position. Their karma of hate and jealousy can lead them to this realm. Human realm. Manusha. Humans experience a wide range of emotions and have the most opportunity to free themselves from the cycle of rebirth and samsara. The cycle of rebirth, which is samsara, and attain enlightenment. And the main characteristic of samsara is mara, or illusion. Animal realm, tiryak. Animals are depicted as living lives of ignorance and complacency, focused solely on avoiding pain and seeking comfort. Sounds like a lot of humans. Hungry ghost realm. These all sound like humans, don't they? Different types of humans. Because this can also you could interpret this in terms of psychology, although that's like a more modernistic interpretation. But anyway, hungry ghost realm, the pretas, that's right, preta. Beings in this realm are characterized by insatiable hunger and craving, often depicted with huge empty stomachs and tiny mouths. They are associated with addiction, obsession, and compulsion. Hell realm, Naraka. This is the realm of extreme suffering characterized by intense anger and hate. Hell beings are driven by aggression and cannot escape the torment of their own intense emotions. Samsara over here in Buddhism and Hinduism is the beginningless cycle of repeated birth, mundane existence, and dying again. As well read through this real quick. Samsara is considered to be dukkha, suffering, and in general unsatisfactory and painful, perpetuated by desire and avidya, ignorance. That's related to vision. Literally means not seeing. And the resulting karma, cause and effect, and sensuousness. So, what we have here today is, maybe I'll use this for the old thumbnail. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's interesting. And they're not evenly divided. Okay. Yeah. Buddhism is really interesting, man. Like, it's become kind of cliche in the West. But it's anything but cliche, really. Man, it's some very, very, whether you subscribe to the metaphysics or not, there are some extremely interesting and highly useful concepts in the tradition or religion. Anywho, hungry ghosts, tormented souls, eternal hunger, huge bellies, tiny mouths. Yeah. So, it wasn't last night, was it last night? Man. No, it was 2 nights ago. So I just decided to take a break from, what was I working on? It was called, see, I already forgot. Perennial. And I just decided it was time to sit down and play in the sandbox. Just pick an idea and just run with it. Without any idea what I'm doing, where I'm going. And I ended up with this thing called Ballad of a Hungry Ghost. So started with just a notion, just a musical notion on the acoustic guitar, which I sort of turned into a sitar. And also one of the earliest texts in the Pali Buddhist canon. Pali is the language that the old Theravadan Buddhist scriptures were written in, was the Dhammapada. And here's a translation of it. And in this song you'll hear quotes from this first chapter of it. Phenomena are preceded by the heart. I read it as phenomena follow the heart. Ruled by the heart, made of the heart. If you speak or act with a corrupted heart, then suffering follows you as the wheel of the cart, the track of the ox that pulls it. Same thing here, then happiness follows you. If you speak or act with a calm, bright heart, then happiness follows you like a shadow that never leaves. I quoted this part. And I quoted this part. You can pause that and read it. Anyway, it's kind of a departure for me. I've been focusing on chord structures and melodies, and this is a Hungry Ghost song. So I'm just going to play it, and then I'm going to commentate on a couple of things. And this will be Mixer's log number 22, I think. Away we go. Hopefully I don't get any playback glitching. Playback glitching. I'm going to have to upgrade the old pewter at some point when money's looking better. Who knows when that's going to be? Well, I'm going to have to freeze another track back in a flash. All right, seems to be running smooth now. So, try again. Yeah, so that's Ballad of a Hungry Ghost. So pretty simple in terms of chord structure, but one interesting thing I'm going to point out is, okay, so I guess you'd call it the sitar riff, which sounds like this. And you notice that's in a pattern of 5. As is the drum loop. So I'll play those together. Let's see here. Yeah. That's well, it's in C minor, kind of shifting between C minor and G minor 7. The initial synth is a C minor chord. I just played one C minor chord and held it for the entirety, almost the whole duration of the song. Okay, so that's a C minor, and what that does is after I hit the initial chord, I froze or mixed down. This is just. So I'll unfreeze it real quick. That's the C minor chord held. That's the MIDI track. And, whoops. Undo freeze. Okay. So, technically the song's in C minor. However, but here's what it does. So I just played that one chord, but this is what in the contact instrument. It just kind of keeps going. Now I've got like a lo-fi plug-in applied that causes it to sort of sputter in and out. Just adding atmospheric noise. Just like that. Throughout the entirety of this infernal song, right? But now here's the cool thing. I think it's pretty cool. Is Here's I called it Mara. This is the electric guitar part. This part and the Hammond organ together, they play major chords. And what are those chords? I forget. They're major chords over minor chords. Well, okay, so it's a C major over a C minor, and then G major over a G minor 7. So major over minor juxtaposed, right? Which creates some dissonance. Down here, dissonance between the major third and the minor third. And then down here, I've got this, I sampled Korean shaman gong, which is actually fundamental pitch is A flat, but I threw a pitch shifting plug-in on there to bring it to C, but it has kind of suspended overtones. It's not really a major or minor. And so, together, let me see here. Well, first I'll take this sitar, which was played with the Lean Bear acoustic, and then here's the electric guitar part. So major, C major, G major, and also the Hammond. Major chords. And then there's the gong. Anyway, you hear that? The sun's starting to come up here. See, is there anything else to note? How did I get that? Let's look at this track here. Just a dry acoustic. IDX. Spacer. There's something called Acon Digital Multiply. Gives it a little more stereo width with some modulation. And this one right here, OCS 45 cassette simulation. Flutter and wow. And cassette type 4 might be interesting. Let me see. Nah, cassette type 2. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I think it's time to put this away for a while and get back and finish Perennial. It's already pushing my CPU pretty hard for whatever reason. Only 9 tracks, but I'm thinking to add some sort of atmospheric touches with the Yamaha SG. Maybe a kind of a solo in the now this is in 3 movements, and I did that. This is kind of conceptual in a way. There are the 3 jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. That's the Buddha, the teachings of the Buddha, and the community. So 3 parts. You see here. Three jewels. Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. The 3 jewels, 3 movements. And I've got plenty of, I live in a country with plenty of Buddhist temples to get footage of, to make a video. I've already got some of that in my phone camera, kind of ready to go. Okay, so that's Ballad of a Hungry Ghost, and leaving it here for whatever the hell it's worth. See you on the flip side.